Let's talk about one of the rarest gemstones on the planet, Haüyne. For decades, gem experts pretty much thought they knew its whole story. This electric blue stunner from one single famous place. But geology, well, it had a massive secret tucked away. And this secret wasn't just going to rewrite the book on this one gem. It was going to challenge the very identity of one of the most famous blue minerals in all of history. You see, for the longest time, if you were a collector and you wanted a gem-quality Haüyne, there was really only one place to go. Almost all of the best, most vivid blue stones on the market came from the Eifel Mountains in Germany. That's it. And that exclusivity, of course, just made it even more special, even more valuable. So for years, that was the deal. German was the source. End of story. But what if that whole story was just the first chapter? What if everything we thought we knew about this super rare blue gem was about to get turned completely upside down? To really get why this new discovery is such a big deal, we gotta go back in time a little bit. Because the history of this gem is tied directly to the guy who, and I mean this literally, wrote the book on crystals. Okay, first things first, how do you even say it? It's basically like Halloween, but without the aloe, so Haüyne. It's part of the sodalite mineral group, and it got its name way back in 1807. And it was named to honor this brilliant French mineralogist, René Just Haüy, a true pioneer who pretty much created the entire science of crystallography as we know it. And look, they didn't just name it after any old guy. This man was a giant. In 1784, he published this totally groundbreaking theory on how crystals are structured. He was so respected that during the French Revolution, they put him on the committee that actually defined the kilogram. He was a real revolutionary thinker, and this incredible gem carries his legacy. So, for more than 200 years, this gem, with its legendary name, was Germany's gem, period. But then, very recently, the story took this sharp, unexpected turn, all the way on the other side of the world. Miners in northeast Afghanistan, in the famous Badakhshan Province, a place that's already known for incredible rare gems, they hit something new. They unearthed a new source of gem-quality Haüyne. And this wasn't just some small pocket. This was a find that would completely change the rules for this gemstone. And boom, here's the visual proof of just how huge this was. On the left, you've got that classic, incredible electric blue from Germany that everyone knew and loved. But on the right, whoa, something no one had ever seen before in a gem-quality Haüyne. These amazing, stunning green and blue-green colors coming out of this new Afghan source. So what's the big deal with this Afghan stuff? Well, for starters, it's pretty much the only place you can get new Haüyne right now. And yeah, it gives us that amazing blue, but it also dropped this bombshell on the gem world: greens. Plus, and this is a big one, the stones are way, way bigger than anyone thought possible. The Afghan Haüyne isn't just a new location, it's like a whole new personality for the gem. A personality you can really break down into those three words: bigger, greener, and sleepier. This chart just lays it all out perfectly. Look at the German stuff. Classic electric blue, right? But they're tiny. I mean, usually less than a quarter of a carat. Now, look at the Afghan column. You get the blues, plus those wild new greens, and sizes up to a crazy 6 carats. But there's a trade-off. While the German stones are usually crystal clear, these bigger Afghan gems often have a hazy or sleepy look to them. And here's exactly what we mean by sleepy. See that soft, kind of dreamy quality? That haze is caused by tons of tiny little inclusions inside the stone. So while collectors are getting these stones in sizes they never dreamed of, they're also getting this new, unique look that really sets the Afghan material apart. Okay, so what does all this new stuff cost? Well, if you want one of those top-notch green ones from Afghanistan, even under 1 carat, you're looking at a wholesale price of around $2,500 a carat. So yeah, not cheap. But here's where it gets really crazy. If you can find a blue one from Afghanistan, and it's clean, and it's over 1 carat, get ready. The price can rocket up to $6,000 a carat. We're talking prices that rival some of the most famous precious gems out there. So this discovery didn't just shake up the gem market. It sent shockwaves through the scientific community. It forced experts to get back to that secret we talked about at the start, and it made them rethink everything about one of history's most iconic blue minerals. Right, so when scientists really dug into the chemistry of this new Haüyne, it kicked off this huge debate about Believe it or not, lazurite. The main ingredient, the heart and soul of lapis lazuli. Okay, get ready for this because it's a bombshell. The founder of mind.org, which is one of the biggest mineral authorities online, basically said goodbye lazurite. So here's why. It all comes down to chemistry, like a recipe. The official definition of lazurite says it has to have more sulfide in it than sulfate. Simple, right? But here's the kicker. When they tested all the stuff we've been calling lazurite for years, it was the other way around. It was all sulfate dominant. And you know what mineral is defined by being sulfate dominant? Haüyne. So technically all natural lazurite is actually, by its own definition, just a variety of haüyne. Mind blown. I mean, how incredible is that? The story of Haüyne is just perfect proof that we haven't found it all. A gem we thought we had completely figured out gets totally redefined by a single discovery in a remote mountain range. It really makes you wonder, right? What other long-established facts in the gem world are just waiting for the right discovery to turn them completely on their head?